All right. Hi, folks. We're here again for another Tuesday talk. It's a little bit colder out now, so I decided to go ahead and break out my sweater. I don't know what it's like where you all are, but it's about 28 degrees outside now here where I am, so I'm going to go ahead and break out the stuff. So if you're here, send me a message if you can. Love to hear from you, to know that you're there. I got some interesting stuff that's happened in the course of this week. Some things that I think are pretty exciting. Of course, gotta show off my little cup. I love these mugs. So this was a gift to me. Y'all, can y'all see that? Facebook and YouTube. What's cool is it's got the little piano keys on that side, on the handle. You'll see that? Yeah, that's really cool, like a real piano right there. So, Brian, hi there. How you doing? From, now that's LA, that's Louisiana, huh? All right, that's what's up. Thanks for being here. Okay. And let's see, anybody else on the gram? Let me see. Not yet, but we're gonna see. But thank you for being here and sending a message. And there's some fun stuff that's going on this week. So yesterday, I posted a video from the TV show Babby's House. That was hosted by national gospel artist Miss Babby Mason, and that was a few weeks ago that I did that, and it was a lot of fun. She's a very nice lady. She knows her music too. She can play the piano and sing and everything. So I really appreciate that. So if you didn't get a chance to check that out, please check it out. It's on all those little outlets there. And then today, of course, we're here giving the layout for the day. Earlier today, though, I was recording a video at a studio in Northern Virginia. It's called Spirit of Excellence, and they're like a multi-function business. They do consulting, but they also do kind of like brand marketing kind of things, and they have various video broadcasts. So I did one. There's a show called The Power of One, which I guess will be coming out in the near future. I'll let you all know. But I was just doing some promotion for Jazz in the Spirit. I played a couple of songs, and it's amazing what they could, put together in that space, the different looks that they could create and all that stuff. So that's giving me some ideas for around here, because, want to mix it up. But the name of the game, this is still the same story, trying to move these CDs. That's what we're doing. So that's all day, every day. And if anybody has not seen what the CD looks like, this is what it looks like. It's quite lovely. It was designed by the picture was taken by my dad, actually. But the whole cover and the kind of concept was designed by Ms. Shanta Boomy Jasper, who's a graphic designer in the Richmond area, and she did the whole thing, and it looks really good. So if you still have a CD player that works, visit www.jazzinthespirit.com, pick up a copy, pick up a couple of copies. It's Christmas, you know what I mean? And we'll send it out to you. Other than that, hello parents, how are you guys? There's also, it's available on all the digital outlets, iTunes, Apple Music. I just found out this week that I was on Tidal too, TIDAL, which is cool, because I didn't think I was on that one, but it should be there too. So Spotify, YouTube Music, you can actually even preview, and I say preview because I do still want you to support, amen. But there is on my YouTube channel, there is there are basically videos created by TuneCore of all of the songs, and you can preview them. The reason why I say go there is because those are monetized, so there is a little bit of a fee that the artist receives from those. So again, the preview there, you can preview and see if you like the album or not. And then, be guided accordingly. I hope you'll support. But just go to my YouTube channel, which is Jazz in the Spirit Video. So, Mr. Ryan, you're already on YouTube. So, you don't have to go there right now. But, when the broadcast is over, whatever, or whenever you have to go, just check out Jazz in the Spirit Video. And it's right there. So, that's what was going on earlier today. We were on the Power of One show, and then tomorrow I'm going to have I'll just call it a throwback. It's an article from a long time ago, way back in the 90s. I had a group called Persuaded, and they sang original gospel music at a time when Kirk Franklin was just coming on the scene. John P. Key was huge. They were pretty much the kings of the 90s. And Yolanda Adams a little bit later. But in the midst of all of that, we were doing original gospel, which was sort of unique at that time, especially in Boston, which is where we were. So there's an article that I'm going to put up tomorrow in the afternoon around 3 o'clock. That's a little reflection of that. And why I do that is because Persuaded is part of this story too. Several of these songs, let me see, the Look and Live for sure, I Am, Superhuman, 23rd Psalm, yeah, all four of those I used to do with Persuaded. Over the years they've gotten a little revised or whatever, but the essence of the song was with them. And so they're a part of the history of Jazz in the Spirit too. And hey, if any of those Persuaded folks are watching, give a holler. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So just look for that tomorrow around 3. And then Thursday, we're going to be doing our Thursday perks. Hey, Nisha, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. Then let's see. Yeah, we're going to be doing, I won't say giveaways because it's hard to give them away right now, right? We're trying to keep the revenue flowing, but we'll give discounts. We will give discounts, and then also we have some free stuff that we can give away too. There's some music that has yet to be released, and we can give you little previews of that, and then there's also this week. This is going to be a very special Friday night inspiration because one of my best friends, Sticks Bones, wonderful drummer, producer, and he's got his own indie label going on too, and he's going to be my special guest on Friday Night Inspiration this week. So please check that out. It's going to stream live on all these outlets, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook at the same time. So check them out on whichever one you prefer. And that's going to be real nice because he played drums on all but maybe like 3 songs on the CD. So if you hear Jazz in the Spirit, you're going to hear Sticks Bones. But he's also, got albums of his own, a few that I worked on with him, and just a good brother. We've been friends for a long time, and I hope that you all would meet him. I think that you really enjoy his personality, and it's funny because we're very different, he's got the whole kind of like hip hop look, hat turned around backwards and this and that, but we're both from Brooklyn. It's just, we're just different people, but we just click, almost immediately. So that's my dude. So, so I hope that y'all will tune in on Friday at 7:30 to meet him and say hello. And of course, we're going to play some songs from the album. We'll talk about some of the things that he's working on and just kind of keep the energy going. So you heard about Monday, heard about Tuesday, heard about Wednesday, heard about Thursday, heard about Friday. Now Saturday, I'm going to be doing my Saturday sentiments again. Probably, I'm thinking I may do it in the morning. I got to just see what the day is doing, but I'll put the time up before then so you can see, because I probably will go live that day. My original, oh, hello there. What's going on? I just want to holler at you right quick. Yeah, there we go. This coming Saturday, my plan originally was to go see my son play his game. He's playing at Temple University in Philadelphia. But this COVID thing is real, y'all. I mean, it is no joke. I don't know what it's going to take for some folks to take this thing seriously, but it is literally a pandemic, which means the whole world. And we are not doing well in the U.S. I mean, it's just, I don't know what else to say. We're not handling this very well. Some people are, but, it takes everybody. That song that I play sometimes, I Need You to Survive, never been more true than today. So I hope that we will kind of, just like I say, not think about just ourselves, but think about other people in the midst of this. But suffice it to say, because because Philadelphia, the city of Philadelphia, has imposed some new guidelines in terms of crowds gathering and so on, it does not look like they're going to allow fans to be at that football game, which, is disappointing because I wanted to go see him. But of course, I understand, because I don't want him to, or any of those players on either team, I don't want them to be negatively affected by just trying to play the sport they love and trying to get an education. So, we do what we got to do. Just watch them and cheer from the house. So that's what's going on Saturday. Then Sunday, like I said, the Lord rested, so I'm going to go ahead and rest the social media that day too. But you can check out our church, Fourth Baptist Church, just go to fourthbaptist.com, and that, just spell the word out, FOURTH, and you can see the Zoom information there. It's the service starts at 10 o'clock Eastern time. I'm going to be doing the music, of course, so I hope that you all join us, and then we start up again with our Movie Mondays next Monday. So, it's busy. We're busy. We're rolling. We've got a lot of stuff going on, but I think it's a good problem. Like I said, we're trying to move the units. And for anybody who has not heard my goal, the goal is 10,000 units sold, streamed, or downloaded, meaning the CDs, the digital downloads or streams, between Juneteenth 2020, which is when it was released, to June 18th, 2021. And the reason for that is because we want to demonstrate to the recording industry that this music, which we call gospel jazz, has a verifiable, documentable audience that needs to be serviced by radio, that needs to be serviced by concert venues, in-store placements, tours, the whole deal, just like any other style. It's a niche market, no question, but it is a solid market, and you all prove that by the fact that you're here. Yeah. So, and especially any other gospel jazz artist, whether you sing, whether you play an instrument, whatever, I would love to hear from you, because we got to stick together, because none of us can advance just on our own. We all need each other to survive. Okay. You can't have a radio format with just one artist, right? No matter who they are. So I need you all, and you need me too, even if you don't know it yet. Thank you guys always for being here. That's a musical cup. Oh, by the way, listen, if you ever want, and I won't speak for all musicians, but most of us, If you ever want a relatively inexpensive way to show a musician that you get them, hey, listen, these little knick-knacky things, they don't cost a lot usually, but they let us know, like, you're thinking about me beyond just the surface. I mean, ties are cool and all that kind of stuff, the traditional types of things, but something that lets me know that, okay, I understand this is not just your job. This is your whole life. Those kinds of things, they mean a lot. So just, help a musician out. All right. So what's going on with you all? I would love to hear some of the things that's happening. Oh, question. What's going on in Louisiana right now? Are you all still dealing with the hurricane situation and all that? I know there was some severe stuff that was going on there. But or is that just, I don't know if Oakdale is near the water or it's further up or what, but let me know. I want to know what's going on. Nisi, I know you always putting stuff up. What's going on with you? She said that she likes to listen to Jazz in the Spirit in the morning to get her kind of like morning motivation on, which I appreciate. I really appreciate that someone would think that much of this music, that it would help them to get their day started. So that means a lot to me too. So let's see. There are, while you all are sending notes and things, I want to check out something that I wrote. Let's see here. Okay. Is this it? Nope. Okay. That's not it. Okay. Gotta go to the other one. Oh, while I'm doing this, if you can hear this in the background, this is a radio station called Gospel Jazz Radio, and it's part of the Jazz Radio Network, which you can Google. And, I recommend it because I think they have a really good blend of the kind of music that sort of a full spectrum of this style. They've got straight ahead sounding stuff. They've got smooth jazz sounding stuff. They've got instrumental gospel sounding stuff. They've got like big time artists. They've got, up and coming artists. They got me. Just throw that in there. That they have added me to their playlist, which I appreciate. I've said before that I would love to see a station like that have a spot on, on like satellite radio or something like that. So yeah, if you have a chance to check them out. A lot of times I'll use them as background while I'm kind of getting my groove on these lives. So let's see. Oh, yes, I did want to say this. Okay, so this past Saturday, for those folks who took the time to read, I know it takes a little more effort to read than it does to just watch somebody, but I do take time to write those thoughts out and to think deeply about what's going on. So for the folks who took time to send me messages of encouragement and just drop pearls of wisdom and stuff like that and give me feedback, I really appreciate it because, last week, I was feeling a little certain kind of way as the week drew to an end, just about this whole process and this project, just questioning, okay, is it really worth it? Are we having results as a result of this? Do people care right now? Is this, or just the questions that you ask yourself. So I appreciate those messages because those were like, yeah, this does make a difference. So keep going. And I appreciate that. So you all made a difference in my life. Okay. And I hope that you are continuing to do that in your spheres of influence. Just continue to make a difference in people's lives. I mean, just check on somebody. You haven't heard from them in a while. You pick up a phone, you could send them an email, send them a text, whatever. Just say, hey, what's up? Social media, something like that. Send them a message. Say, hey, how are you doing? Really, how are you doing? And wait for the answer, And similarly, if you're feeling a little out of sorts, or reach out to somebody, because you never know. They may be going through the same thing, but they just don't want to say it. And it may make you feel better and them feel better. So this is how we make a difference. This is one of the ways in that we make a difference. You know how else we can make a difference? Put on that darn mask. I know some people don't like when you say stuff like that, but y'all, this is real out here. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Glad. And so, it's one of my church members right there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you too. And we're happy to be able to do it, and I know that it makes a difference. All right, so 2 things. Actually, 3 things. Number 1, Facebook people. You are probably the largest group of supporters that I have right now. So on my Jazz in the Spirit page, the last time I checked, I think I had about 966 people on that list. All right. So I want to let you know, this is not spam. It's not no robot or whatever. It's yours truly that's going to be reaching out to y'all in the near future. Say hello, see how you're doing, and to find out whether you want to be a part of these 10,000 units I'm talking about. I'm just keeping it real. So this is not just, when you like my page, I don't want you to just like it and forget it. No, I'm trying to build an actual rapport. All right. Now, that's number 1. Number 2, Instagram. I'm looking y'all right in your all right. I got about 400 or so followers, people following me on Instagram. So I'm going to be reaching out to y'all. Now, I know that there's some of those folks that are following me that are not real people. I know it. I see you. I'm not going to be hitting y'all up. But for the real people that are out there that are genuinely, following me, I'm going to be reaching out to y'all. I'm going to see, if you all are interested in purchasing the album. And, if you're not, that's fine. My feelings are not hurt. I just want to know, because again, this is one of the challenges of gospel jazz artists. We don't get much in the way of radio airplay. I've gotten a few stations, but it's not like, if I was doing R&B, if I was doing hip hop or something like that, where you hear it everywhere. So I got to go direct to you. All right. Now, YouTube. All right. That's probably the smallest group, but there's the YouTube format is huge. I think there may be about 120 people on there who have subscribed. So, hey, Reverend Gloria, how you doing? I'm so glad to see that. There is a bell. It's, when you subscribe, there's a little bell on the side there that if you click on that bell on YouTube to subscribe, this is my YouTube channel, Jazz in the Spirit Video. What it will do is it will alert you whenever I go live. So then you have the option of coming to participate in it. So I would like for you all, if you haven't done that, to go ahead and do it. And then also, folks who are on Facebook, folks who are on Instagram, if you want to subscribe on YouTube, there's nothing to say that you couldn't do more than one. Just whatever your favorite format is perfectly fine with me. That's why I do all 3. So Reverend Gloria, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. And it's always good to see you on here, letting people know about my CD here. That's what it looks like. And it's also available for download on all the digital outlets. as well as streaming Spotify and Apple Music and some of those other ones. So yeah, that's in essence what's going on this week. And of course, my little musical cup. But yes, I would love to hear what's going on with you all in your sphere of influence, and just so we can kind of have a little more of a dialogue. Let me see here. Is there anything else I wanted to tell you guys from last week or follow up on? Oh, yes, there is. Okay, so let me just find it. Last week, for the first time, I did a list of what I call 10 songs worth a listen. And I did it on Thursday because I want to encourage people to come on Thursday. Why? Because Thursday is when I'm doing the discounts and all that kind of stuff. So, you do well to come and check things out on Thursdays. It's usually around about 6 o'clock. It might be for a whole hour, it might be for a little less. But what I did was I shared my 10 songs worth a listen last week, and I was going to just share the ones from last week here, so you all could have them too. But I gotta find my list. I thought it was somewhere handy. Hold on, let's see. Nope. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to post it. But oh wait, is this it? No. No. Okay, it's worth a shot. But yeah, so I'll post it. I may even post it tomorrow or later tonight or something like that. But all that is just ways to let you all know some other gospel jazz artists that are out there that are doing some stuff, both from, times gone by, some historical stuff, as well as some stuff that's going on right now. Because again, this is not just about me. I'm trying to build a whole, format. I mean, it's already there, but call more awareness to it so that more people will be able to know about it and, participate in it. Because, you'd be amazed at some of the great music that's being made out there right under your nose. And these artists are starving for attention, and they're trying to do everything they can to let people know about their projects, and they're just sitting there in limbo. In the meantime, you're getting bombarded with the same stuff every day, and that's cool because those people are paying like ridiculous amounts of money so that stuff can bombard you every day. But most people I know like a variety. They don't like to listen to the same thing all the time. So even me, that's why I'm like, listen to this, but listen to some other stuff too. There's some other great stuff that's just like this that's out there. And I wouldn't even listen to me all the time. So yeah, check that out. Reverend Glory, I don't know if you heard, the Gospel Jazz Radio is the station that's playing right now. It's an internet station, but you can also get it on your phone. Just enter Gospel Jazz Radio, and the Jazz Radio Network will come up. And they have a little player on there. You hit play, and you're good. That's it. You can do it on your phone, do it on TV, whatever. Let's see. Anything I need to follow up on from last week? Let's see. Okay. I do appreciate those of you who have already purchased the CD or downloaded it or whatever, I want to encourage others to do so. And if you have and you enjoy it, tell a friend. We are, yes, ma'am, because we want to meet this goal. The old adage, money talks and the other stuff walks, right? So when you can go to the recording industry and say, listen, in 1 year's time, with one album, we have sold 10,000 units, downloads, or streams. So that's just with one artist. Not just, if that's what one artist can do, just imagine all the other artists, that could do the same thing. And so it's basically a way of empowering my fellow artists so that we can all eat, so to speak, because so many of us, we wear multiple hats, just to keep revenue coming in. We're producers, we're recording artists, we're musicians, we play this, that, and the other, little gigs here and there wherever you can find them. Some of us teach in the schools, some of us work corporate jobs, some of us, work in churches in various capacities, or, just whatever we can figure out. Playing in hotels, touring. Used to be able to play on a cruise ship. Not so much anymore. A lot of that stuff is dried up. But in the ideal, if you studied for years and years your craft and you've gotten good at it, you should be able to eat from that. Not to have something else wholly unrelated to what you do just so you can eat. I mean, that doesn't make sense, right? But that doesn't work unless you have folks who you can say, okay, these folks will actually buy these albums. So you're not trying to make your living off a couple of people, but, a few here in this town, a few here in that town, and you get that going all over different parts of the country and now the world because of the internet. And you'll be surprised. You could do very well. But it's just a matter of getting the word out, And so you all are my front line, so to speak. You all are the ones who come on week after week, day after day to see what's going on and to show your support. And you have. Yeah, I really appreciate it. You've supported in your presence. You've supported financially. You've bought the album, and I do sincerely appreciate that. So I'm just looking for some more people like y'all, so that we can let the world know that this is a real thing. You know what else I found? I may be rambling on a little bit now, but I just wanted to say this. One of the things about gospel jazz specifically is that I find it keeps me straight. And what I mean by that is, just like anybody, my mind wanders to things that, maybe I shouldn't think of, or maybe things I shouldn't do, whatever. But when I hear that music just kind of washing over me, I mean, of course, yeah, if I wanted to listen to some traditional gospel with singing and just like, you need to get right in love, of course. But I'm just not always in the mood for that. Sometimes I just want to hear something that's just soothing, and it's just going to kind of like ease me into like a kind of vibe. You know what I mean? Gospel jazz is great for that. I mean, it is absolutely great. But the ancillary benefit is that it actually helps to keep your mind right. So even though it's soothing tunes or whatever, the themes in the songs kind of help to keep your thoughts pure and kind of like, okay, all right, just turn this way and get, just try it and see if you agree with me. But you have to listen to some gospel jazz to do that. So, with put my CD on or anybody else's that does this music and just try it and tell me what you think. Because that's people always say that, when you speak to your customers, you have to talk about the benefits. And yeah, I'm trying to do a lot of reading, so there's a lot of stuff I don't know, but but I found that to really be true. That's like a real benefit to me, that it just kind of helps to keep my mind right. Because I do not get it right all the time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not perfect at all. But so just try that. I encourage y'all to try that, and and just let me know. Let me know what you think. Okay, if you found that to be the case too. All right, because I'd be interested in hearing y'all's responses. Okay. Oh, I do have. This is not my 10 songs worth of listen, but these are some fellow artists that that you can check out. One of them is another friend of mine. His name is Tyrone Burkett, Birkett. If you need to, he's on my Facebook friend list, but he's an alto sax player like me, from the Bronx, homeboy, and he's very, very talented saxophone player. He's got a few albums out, and his wife, Paula Ralph Burkett. If you find him, you find her. She's got some nice songs out too. She's a vocalist. Great musical family. Check them out. They do the same kind of stuff like I do. Craig Crawford players. Craig Crawford, another New York guy, saxophone player. He also produces some other people too, but check him out. Of course, Gospel Jazz Radio I told you about. Melvin Smith is a tenor sax player, and he's originally from Florida. But I think, he went to Berkeley a couple of years after me. Then he moved out to New York. I think he may actually be back in Florida now. But great tenor sax player. He just got a write-up in Jazz's magazine or Downbeat, one of those big-time jazz magazines, about his album. And it was cool because it was like about spiritual or something that that they did the review on. So it was like, yes, it is clear what his roots are and so and so. So, it's the industry giving him a little grip because he can play, So this is what we're trying to do. So Melvin Smith, that's another one. And then there's another guy, my friend Courtney Fadlin. He's originally from Grenada, but he grew up in Jamaica. I think maybe he's living in the States somewhere now. I can't remember, teaching. But he has a program on Saturdays called Sax Interpretations. And I was just on the one this past Saturday. And they're usually about six or seven other instrumentalists on those broadcasts with him. So they all got records. So you see how easily this can expand. And yes, I know they're all sax players, but that's what I mostly know. Okay, but Courtney Fadlin, Fadlin, definitely check him out. And of course, my friend Sticks Bones, he's going to be my special guest on Friday at Friday Night Inspiration. He's got some albums out. There was one particular one. This wasn't gospel jazz. It was kind of like just a smooth jazz kind of thing, but it had a gospel jazz feel because I'm a gospel jazz artist. But the album was called Groove Like This. It came out back in 2006. It was a good album, if I do say so myself. So y'all check that out. It's still on iTunes, and I think he may still have the physical CDs out there. Let me see. Then there's another guy. I think these are folks I was talking about last week, but that's all right. Mention them again. Ellis Williams. He's a friend of mine. He plays trumpet. He's in the Richmond area. He's got a project that's just come out. I think his is more kind of like soulful, almost like a neo soul vibe with trumpet, and some vocals because he sings a little bit too. So, but check him out. Just support these artists because these are not people that you're necessarily going to hear on the radio. So if you don't hear about them from me, or somebody like that, you just won't hear them. But it's great, great music. Stuff that's been prayed over, you know what I mean? Stuff that's gonna nourish your soul, you feel me? So check them out. And once again, we're gonna be going live let's see. Tomorrow is just, I'm gonna do the little throwback article from the 90s about Persuaded. Then oh, yes, thank you, Mom. I'm going to read that in just a minute. Then Thursday, we're going to do our Thursday perks. So if you like discounts and stuff, come on through. And then Friday, of course, we'll have our Friday night inspiration at 7:30. Saturday, I'm going to probably go live at some point doing our Saturday sentiments. And it's coming up on Thanksgiving. Can you believe that? Man, has this been a year or what? Oh, I just think about, I happen to be, fortunate that my birthday is in January. So, I had a big old, it was my 50th birthday. So I had a big old party with a band and a bunch of people and every folks sitting at a table. Stuff that we wouldn't even imagine doing right now. Dancing on the dance floor, all kind of stuff, in close quarters. That was January, though. So by March, man, everything was going on. Maybe if we had started some more stuff in January, it'd be different. I don't know. Who could say? But all that is to say that this has been a heck of a year from January to now. And here we are just about to hit Thanksgiving. And even though, we may not be able to be with all of our loved ones in the ways that we're accustomed to, let's err on the side of caution. Let's be safe because we want to protect everybody. But they got things like Zoom and FaceTimes and all those kinds of things. So you can still lay eyes on people, even if you can't be physically in their presence. It'll be a little bit different, but it's still a reason to be thankful because, listen, I've been saying, I've been played 7 funerals since the beginning, just since March. And I had to put my dog to sleep too. So it's been a heck of a year, man. With COVID and all that stuff, it's just been bananas. But, here we are. We've made it this far. And so that's a reason to give thanks. So let us always remember to be thankful, come what may. If you're still breathing, whatever, even if you have to have your breathing assisted, you're still breathing, so that's a reason to be thankful. So we're going to have some Thanksgiving kind of songs on Friday. And then, of course, on that day, I won't have a broadcast on the 26th. That's what I'm doing it the week before. But you can still play it if you like. You can hit the YouTube and you can play all these Friday Night Inspiration videos as much as you want. It's all good. Or put the Jazz and Spirit CD on and make it part of your celebration. I would appreciate that. So now I'm going to read a little suggestion from my mom. She said, make a list of I think she means at least 10 friends in your various clubs and groups and send them, I think she was saying, send them, this, the information about this, and that will be a way to spread the word. So, Ma, thank you very much. Appreciate that. She's been a number one salesman for all my life. So, and as a matter of fact, my son, when he had his first CD come out, and gosh, he was maybe 10 years old, whatever. His very first time, he did his own CD. That joker sold enough to get to Australia. But it was really cool. The name of the CD was called "The Lord Will Make a Way Somehow," And it literally was about that's what the CD enabled him to do, which was to travel to Australia with the program People to People. Some of you may have heard of that. It's a wonderful program that was founded originally by, I believe it was President Eisenhower, to promote, kind of peace and cooperation between the different countries in light of the, former world wars and so on. So it's a great program and very educational. So I was glad that he had that opportunity to go. It was a blessing. It was a lot of work raising all that money. So, Mom, you did your thing. So thank you. Thank you for that advice. I guess that's about all that I was going to do. If there's anything that you all would like to tell me, feel free to put it in the chat, or you can always send me an email at info@jazzinthespirit.com. That's my email address. You can also send me, private messages on Facebook and on Instagram. YouTube, I don't think it works the same way, but, you can send me an email or whatever. Sometimes you can just put a comment in the video. You can do that too, whatever. There are lots of ways to get in touch with me. But, I want to thank you guys for watching, and also for everybody who was watching and didn't make comments. I know some folks will do that. So just keep me in prayer, of course, as I continue to work on this music, and I will do the same for you during this time of COVID. Let's also always remember to give thanks. Always, always, always give thanks, no matter what. That's the scripture. In everything, give thanks. You know what I mean? So I even wrote a song like that, which I'll let you know if you come on Thursday. I'll let you hear a little bit of it. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. But I thank you guys again, and keep in touch. Keep in touch. Let people know what the goal is here, what we're trying to do. And I hope to see you. If I don't see you on Thursday, I hope to see you on Friday, on Saturday. There's lots of ways to reach out. All right. So you all take care and have a great night. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to hit the button over here for the YouTube and Facebook folks. I'm going to hit the button over here for the Instagram folks. All right, guys. Thank y'all. God bless.